Hi, I'm back! Yay! Welcome to a Final Fantasy Let's Play video. So, as you may have noticed, I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. Any of you have watched my other videos, you may have known that I was actually quite ill. I had a really bad chest infection, sinusitis. It was awful, and it went on for about 4 or 5 weeks. And then we had a death in the family, and then my kids got sick, so it's been absolutely awful. And in between all that, as you know, Christmas is coming up and I haven't been able to record a video, but I'm here. Yay! Killian's back. So what are we doing? Well, I have been doing, but in between sicknesses and cleaning up after my kids' sicknesses and Christmas shopping, I have been doing this, and this is the New Game Plus, which means that we can play through other storylines that we've already completed without having to gen up a new alternative character, and running the whole storyline through again from Realm Reborn. Through New Game Plus, we can choose which storyline we want to do, so Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and we start from there as if we never completed them. No, you don't get the rewards like the XP rewards or the item rewards for the quest line. You still get XP with any dungeons you do or anything you kill while you're in New Game Plus, so that's good. I'm doing it with my level 80 dancer because I've always wanted to complete the game with my dancer, because when Shadowbringers came out, it came out with dancer, but dancer, as you know, started at was it level 60 and you had to work your way up. I'm pretty sure it was 60. It was 60 or 70, but you had to work your way up, and obviously I wanted to do the storyline before that, so it's nice to be able to complete it with my dancer. Sorry, I'm not used to speaking so long. The microphone's making my throat sore again. Makes me sound like a meal. But yeah, so I've already started this New Game Plus. I've been running Shadowbringers through the storyline. I've gotten to, so spoilers here, if you haven't gotten this far, don't watch it. You don't want to be spoiled with Shadowbringers unless you want to be on here. Obviously some people watch it. I've just defeated Titania, and Ffxiv, our fairy pixie, has become king. So I'm going to carry on from there. Now, if I remember rightly, here we go. It says I've already done it, so it says to resume. Usually it would ask you which story you wanted. And you do exactly the same thing when you want to finish it. You can suspend it and it saves for you. So we're going to resume this one, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to be on our way to the Rikika starts with. So the wheel turns, yes, so we need to go to Ladriland. Forgot that's where we stopped it. I was doing some dungeoning with Serafe and Katja last night, so I stopped the New Game Plus and went and did that. So that's why we saved in the Crystarium rather than where we were. Now, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I'll try and keep it so it's about 20 minutes. You probably won't get to see much, but you know. Oh, also, look what I got for my birthday! This is what Katja and Serafe got me for my birthday. It's the Fat Cat mount. Look at this, it's gorgeous. Look. Look. Oh! Come on, you've got to admit that's the sweetest thing ever. Yay. So I got that. It's super exciting. And if you have a look at my little minion, I've got the same little minion. I won that on one of our free company raffles. We do a raffle every week and you get a chance to have a minion. Sometimes they do barding and stuff. This is my little Fat Cat minion. I know, sorry. Waste my time. So, here we go. I'm going to talk to Thancred. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. I have a strength. You have a strength all of your own, and it's seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together. Needless to say, to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Good old Thancred. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fae folk. Oh, so we're not off the Ritty Greatwood yet. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Ormond's attentions, but it would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of ill meg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Oh, I could have completed this last night then, right before I left. I didn't realise we were off to the Crystarium. So, I've got the Crystarium as my home, so we can just return to it rather than paying for teleportation. Backwards and forwards, eh? But this is one of the reasons I wanted to do New Game Plus with Shadowbringers again. The first time it came out, you're in such a hurry, you're so excited to get the new story that I felt like I didn't think I rushed through it. I suppose in a way I did, but you know, you're still taking the big parts of the story and it was still absolutely amazing. But now you can kind of go through it and pick up all the little things that you missed. Who are we waiting for? Are we going to be attacked? Everything's very quiet.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
That's good. For the
Yes.
moment.
Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Ah, yes. Here we go. You all know who this is if you've been following the storyline.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Emet-Selch.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
An Ascian.
I am Emet-Selch.
Yay, Emmett. We found out
spoke of you. A native of the source.
before that the Garlean Empire was founded by the Ascians. Just before Shadowbringers came out, they were having talks with the Emperor, if you remember. And he said that the whole of the Garlean Empire was founded by the Ascians.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
Bit dramatic.
Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight.
Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Aww. I don't think he likes
to
us.
your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lahabret did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Yeah, we killed him.
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation.
Cooperation?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Well, that's slightly suspicious.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive.
Well, I do now, because I've seen the end of the storyline, but at this point, no.
A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
Not suspicious at all.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
You tell him, Morianger.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
There you go, our first meeting with Emet-Selch. What do you think? Slightly suspicious? There you go. Let's carry on a little bit more. cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Good old Alice. Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Killian. Oh, thanks. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I say you've earned a rest. Oh, this is good. Whenever we go to rest, good things happen. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later. Refreshed and ready for more. Anyone else feel like we're like treated like a child sometimes? You know, off you go. You've done all the hard work. Time for bed now. Thanks a lot, Alice. We need to go to the pendant, don't we? Yes. No. Ethernet shard over here. And teleport over. Yeah. And we should hopefully get another cutscene when we go into our room. And anyone who's got this far, you know what happens when we go in our room. It sounds slightly wrong, doesn't it? It's not what you're thinking. Let's just say that we have a visitor. That sounds bad as well, but yeah. Let's see what happens. There we go, as you saw. Completed the quest. There was no XP, no rewards, no money, no, like gil or other rewards that you usually get. Here we go. We should get our visitor. Ooh, big sigh of relief there. You tired, Killian? Oh, sandwiches. Giant apples. Oranges, possibly. A handwritten missive. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
And here he is, Ardbert, the original Warrior of Light, who also, if you've watched the end of A Realm Reborn, was it A Realm Reborn or Heaven's Ward? I think, no, it's Heaven's Ward, isn't it? He becomes the Warrior of Darkness. But you should have already have seen all that. If you haven't, go back and do it. It's very naughty. Skipping ahead in the story.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
On sandwiches. I want a roast dinner.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
Ooh, that's the mystery though. If you haven't guessed it, Ardbert is basically, I suppose, like a ghost or a wandering spirit. He's got no body. He's not even like, no one else can see him or hear him but us, which is kind of freaky.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emet-Selch we should be concerned about.
Certainly is.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
Nope.
But Emet-Selch had one thing right. One should not fight blindly.
No, it's always good to have knowledge.
That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Aww.
You mean Seto? Well, that's... Guy. I suppose you're right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big.
Seto, it was his Amaro mount, who's learnt to talk.
And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
That was a very weird looking face.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps?
Yep, we have a chocobo.
Come on, you tell me something for a change.
His name's Silas. He's blue, and I love him. Off to sleep. All the sandwiches. Ready for a day's work. Ooh. This looks like in the other cutscene of Emet-Selch, so we're gonna go do that. You're getting all the cutscenes today. I didn't realise there was this many cutscenes. This was the thing, you know, you run through it so fast you can't always remember what happened where, which is, so it's nice to do it again. I thought we were off to Ratika Greatwood. Don't worry, I'll get that video out as well, because that, yeah, that's good cutscenes in that one. Oh, sorry. He was basically just asking whether we had you know, up to see the Exarch. I'm so used to cutting through those bits because I know what he says the same thing every time we click on him.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Our guest, I wonder who.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
He just looks freaky.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
Wow, Dr. Zeus.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
I don't want you as an ally, thank you.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth.
Scary eyebrows.
Shut Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
It's very stooped forward a little bit. I noticed my character slightly stooped back. Everyone else is standing fine. Just noticed it with some of the characters a little bit.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most likely. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Maybe not truth. Well, his idea of truth. Yeah, Colonel. I don't know, but if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't. Oh yeah, see, I want to say a Colonel because obviously I know what happens. So we'll go with this.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question.
Yeah, no allies.
Since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin-Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Union that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika.
Raktika, great words. I love the music there.
There you will find Y'shtola.
Yeah, Y'shtola.
Will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
Yep.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may need to break that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
She's gone native.
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
It would be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leader.
Oh god. Lord Vorthry. The giant baby man. Hopefully you'll get to see him in a cutscene that I'll do.
Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, It is a risk I am willing to take.
Oh dear.
Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to Yulmore.
There is a church, or rather the ruins of the church at Fort Job. Might ask you go there before seeking out your Stola. It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it is long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove of use to your Stola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. Most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere do we depart to Retika, we shall journey into Fort Job, where we might secure this relic. And there we go. We're gonna go off to Fort Job and find a search for this relic. But I'm gonna call it here. You've seen a nice couple of cutscenes, and yes, I will be continuing this straight away, so you get more videos if you want to do the whole of the series. I'm sorry I didn't start it right from the beginning. I should have done. If I run it through again, I'll try and get those videos out as well. But yes, I'll leave you here, and afterwards we'll go to Fort Job and then off to the Retika Great Woods. Again, very sorry for the lack of videos, but like I said, unfortunately life does get in the way, and we've all been sick. So anyway, this is Webby saying goodbye, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.